Are you looking for the best 2-room tent? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best 2-room tent on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Coleman WeatherMaster 6-person tent with screen room. If you want a 2-room camping tent you can hang out in as well as sleep in, the Coleman WeatherMaster is an excellent choice. It has 2 sleeping areas, fitting 3 sleepers in sleeping bags or 2 on airbeds in each. The mesh screen room provides a comfortable area to hang out, sit and watch kids as they play outside, and more. It won't protect you in the rain, but it's decent for sunny or cooler days. On those days, it'll protect you from those pesky bugs that you're sick of eating you alive. If you wish to leave the tent and take on the bugs or venture into the wild, the hinge door makes it easy, especially if you're carrying a child or animal. The door also allows kids to easily package in and out without fumbling with zippers. That's also a great feature for friend groups who've had a few beers and can't coordinate their hands with a zipper. Once night falls, you can collapse into your sleeping areas, separated by a screen. It's easily removed if a child has a nightmare and wants to sleep in one room. With it up, the screen provides a nice feeling of privacy for parents away from kids for the night or couples in a friend group sleeping separately. However, if it rains at night, you'll want to add an extra full coverage tarp on top of the rainfly. Waterproofing spray and seam seal will be your best friend with this tent, too. The tent comes with Coleman's Weather Tech system, which includes a waterproof tent floor and inverted seams. Without extra weather protection treatment, the tent has some minor leakage, but once that's dealt with, the WeatherMaster in its name rings true. At number 2. Crua 9-person instant cabin tent. Families can make do with the smaller tents above. What about friends? You're not as close and need more tent space to sprawl out, or bring partners into the mix. This spacious, great peak height 9-person tent does the job. The 2 rooms can work as separate bedrooms, although one is marketed as more of a living room. The large mesh zippered doors and enormous windows let light in and allow livability. However, the tent's 9-person capacity includes that living area. Perhaps it could work as a living and sleeping space? If there are fewer people on your trip, both tent spaces fit an air mattress for a more glamorous trip. The instant cabin tent is easy to set up, with Crua claiming it only takes 60 seconds. For those friend and family camping trips with a long drive to your destination, nothing is better than an instant cabin tent that's easy to set up within minutes of arriving. A nice feature we liked in the Crua is the electrical cord access vent. You can charge devices or run an extension cable into your tent to bring in a power supply. Your trip gets slightly less glam when you realize the tent seams can be a little leaky, a common problem with the Crua range. Some seam seal fixes that issue, and the high-quality steel poles hold up against all other weather issues. At number 3. Crua 6-person tent. This large camping tent with a phenomenal tent livability and peak height has areas for sleep as well as hanging out. It's far from a tent for privacy. Upon purchase, 6 people fit side by side in a large sleeping area. The vestibule area serves as a hangout space. It's large enough to be considered a second room if necessary. You can utilize this excellent 6-person tent in all weather conditions, including snow. The 2-room tent aspect comes in a little differently, though. This Crua attaches to other, smaller tents in the range, adding additional sleeping or communal space to your heart's content. The tent also attaches to your car to expand your space that way. Regardless of what 2-room tent you purchase and how you make the connections, you're getting a tough tent you can sleep comfortably in. The dark tent interior is a plus when it comes to slumber, but the tent's lack of windows removes some of the livability inside. At number 4. Vango Airbeam Odyssey Air 500 Villa Tent. This tent is great, but sadly it is now close to impossible to find it. Unfortunately, we therefore no longer recommend it. Did you like the tent above, but your family is larger? This tent has a spacious living area with large, clear windows that can work as a second tent bedroom. The entire family can fit comfortably inside this tent. There are 2 dark room sleeping areas, as is one sleeping 3 people and the other 2, all in sleeping bags. It's a great family camping tent for a group that needs lots of sleeping space, although you could easily split the living area into a half bedroom, half living area. The sewn-in ground sheet and well-sealed walls make it work for either. Vango Airbeam's living area is also great to hang out on rainy days but still has an excellent view of the outdoors. Before getting inside the tent to experience this luxury, the spacious camping tent with an excellent peak height, great for tall people, has the added bonus of being pitch-free. Instead, it blows up. There are no tricky tent poles to deal with, and as it's a blow-up tent, the fabric is extra durable to prevent mishaps. Customers found no flaws in the 5-person tent, inside or out, but did complain that the entrance zip snagged almost every time they used it. They also noted that rain could pool on the roof. Thankfully it doesn't impact the tent's structure, but be sure to sweep it off when the rain stops.